Madison's POV. We are on our way towards the airport where the private jet is waiting for us. It's not easy to leave New York everyone behind because the few days that I have stayed there, I have enjoyed my time with them. For the first time, I haven't felt like a burden to anyone. But at the end of the day, I need to go back to my home where my family members are waiting for me. I look out of the window and try to remember every little thing about this place. Because I really don't know when I will be coming back here. Suddenly, a hand wrap around my shoulder, making me look at my mate, who is smiling at me softly. I put a small kiss on his lip, making his smile bigger. I love you, I whisper, looking at his eyes. I love you too, he replies before planting a kiss on my forehead, which instantly brings warmth to my heart, knowing how much this man cares for me. I must have fallen asleep because when I wake up, I notice that I am being carried by Gabriel towards his car. He puts me on my feet before opening the car door for me. He kisses the top of my head before getting inside the car. It's early in the morning, so I am feeling very sleepy, but I don't want to sleep, because I want to meet everyone when we reach home. After some minutes of driving, the car enters the Knight Mansion's gate, making me feel excited to get out of the car. Looking at my expression, he chuckles beside me, seeing the excitement in my eyes. The minute the car stops in front of the mansion, I get out of the car before hurrying inside the mansion. However, I don't need to call out to anyone because Ariel and Courtney come rushing towards me at full speed. I hug them, who are squealing like banshees, but I have missed them too much to care about anything else. I missed you two so much, I tell them, earning giggle from them. I think none of you missed me, Leonard says from behind, in which none of us replied. Instead, we walk inside where the boys are waiting. How are you, Edric? I ask while taking the glass of water from the tray that a maid has offered me. I am good, dear. How about you? Edric lets out. I am happy to be back here, I reply pleasantly. Little sis, how are you doing? Ezekiel asks, coming into the living room, making me get up from my place before hugging him. I am perfectly all right, but I have missed you all so much, I reply with a pout. I have missed you as well, but it's good that finally you got the relaxation you deserved, Ezekiel replies while pinching my cheeks. By the way, where is Andrew and Merrick? I ask when I don't see them. They both have gone to pick up Mia from the orphanage. Ariel answers, making my eyes widen. Really? I let out. Yes, really. They will be back tomorrow with my grandbaby. Ariel answers happily. Gabriel's POV. I have told Madison that I am going to the office, but I am not going to attend any meeting. Because I am on my to the dungeon, where I am going to investigate the fucker who has the nerve to spy on my mansion when I wasn't around, and think that I will let him go without giving him the perfect greeting. It's already 2 weeks since we have come back from New York, and I am letting Ezekiel has his fun while interrogating the leader of the group. It would have been better if he opened his mouth in front of my gamma, because then he would not have to face me. But he decided to keep his mouth shut, so now he has to face the consequences. The warrior who are appointed as the guard of the dungeon bow their heads upon seeing me, and one of them open the huge iron gate. Ezekiel meets me inside before taking me to the cell where the rogue is being kept. Upon arriving in front of the cell, Ezekiel unlocks the key. When the attacker hears the rattling sound of the keys, he looks up in annoyance, but when his eyes land on me, his eyes widen in fright. There is a table on the right side of the cell which is full of different types of weapons, and I am sure as hell going to use them pretty well today. I walk inside the cell, making him tremble in his place, but he cannot back out of his place because he is already strapped in his place by the silver chains around his wrist. He starts to drag his feet backward as if this way he can get away from me. Silly man, he doesn't even know that I can easily kill him and no one will save him from me. What's your name? I ask calmly. I don't know. He replies, trying to act tough, but alas, I can smell the fear on him. Are you sure you don't know what's your name? I ask mockingly. Yes, I don't know, and no matter what you do, I will not reveal anything. So he thinks he is that tough. Okay, then let's see how long you can take my torture. So, let's start with the knife. I say, and pick up one of my favorite knives, which is Knuckle Duster trench knife. Without any warning, I flick the knife in the palm of his left hand. He cries out in pain, but I can only see the horror-filled face of my maids in his place. I stand in front of him and yank his head back by holding his hair in a tight grip. If you don't want to feel any more pain, start talking. I threaten, but he shakes his head in return. Okay, fine, just don't say that I haven't given you a chance to speak, I say before I punch his face repeatedly. Finally, after 20 minutes of torture, he starts speaking. Please, no more. I cannot take any more, he pleads while trying to get away from me. Then tell me, why the hell did you attack my pack? I shout at him. I see I don't. I shake my head at his same answer and order 2 warriors to turn him around, so now he is facing the wall. I pick up a spike-filled whip from the table and keep whipping his back till his skin starts falling out along with non-stop blood. His awful screams are so loud that I'm sure it can be heard out of the dungeon. Still, he doesn't reveal the reason behind the attack. Are you ready to confess? I ask, but all he does is shake his head weakly. Why don't you try your most favorite method? Ezekiel remarks, making me smirk. Good idea. Also, it's been a while since I have practiced my favorite method on anyone. I retort before picking up a very small knife and then dip it into the wolfbane, knowing well how toxic it can be for any werewolf. I made a small cut on the rogue's back, making him let out a blood-curdling scream. We have just started and he looks like he can die anytime. But not before I get the answer I want from him. So I dragged the wolfbane-coated knife all over his back and then dug it into his rib hard. He is now on the verge of unconsciousness, but I signal Ezekiel to pour water on the fucker, which he does. Me Embeer. He lets out, making me stop. What did you just say? I ask, yanking back his head. Pack member. Your pack. Trait. He loses consciousness without completing his sentence, making me curse under my breath. Do you think he is saying that there is a traitor among the pack members? Ezekiel asks. I think so, but we can't be sure before he tells the whole truth, I reply before walking out of the cell along with Ezekiel on my toes. Ask Merrick to take care of the rogue's wounds. I need him to be okay as soon as possible, I order. Will do right away. He replies, Madison's POV. Today I am in a very good mood because finally, after so long, I'm going to have a grill's day out because we are spending the whole day together. It will be the first time I'm going out of the mansion without my mate. Ariel and Courtney look more excited than me. I have worn a gray knee-long coat with a black t-shirt underneath it. I pair it with a black skinny jeans, and for shoes I have chosen a beige suede ankle boot. I don't put a lot of makeup as it's daytime, and also it's not like I am trying to impress anyone. I am ready to go out. I inform Gabriel through the mind link. Are you taking guards with you? He asks, making me roll my eyes. I am a freaking werewolf and you want me to take guards with me? Do you think I can't take care of myself or our pup? I retort, picking up my purse. I know you are capable of taking care of you both. But you need to understand that I am not only the Alpha King but a famous businessman too. So paparazzi can annoy you with unnecessary questions. He tries to reason with me. Look, I know you care about our safety, but also you need to understand that I don't like people trailing behind me. I tell him. I will tell the guards to follow you from afar. You won't even notice them. This man is never going to listen to me. Fine, do whatever you want, but if I see one of them, then you'll pay for that. By saying this, I cut the mind link, not giving him a chance to say anything in return. Are you ready to leave? Ariel asks when I reach downstairs. Yes, I am ready, and I can see that you are also ready for our girls' day out. She hits my arm playfully, but giggle aloud. Stop making fun of me. She scolds me with a smile, making me laugh. Both of us get out of the mansion and walk towards the white SUV which Ariel will be driving today. I get beside her in the car before she starts the car towards where Courtney lives with Ezekiel. Courtney is standing outside the building, so when I see her, I stop the car and let her come inside. Finally, I am going to use Ezekiel's card after so long. Ezekiel squeals, making me look at her weirdly. Don't give me that look. He doesn't like spending money on what he calls unnecessary things, but he doesn't understand that those things are very important to me. She remarks with a huff. After 20 minutes of drive, Ariel stops the car in front of the shopping mall and all of us get out of the car. First, we go to a shop named Dolce & Gabbana, which I find ridiculous because I don't think any one of us need anything from there. Also, I have heard that the clothes in here are very expensive. You still don't get it, Madison. We girls love to shop, and when you have your mate's credit card with you, you have the right to spend as much as you want. Ariel comments while looking at some tops for her. I look at her with confusion, but then she shows me a credit card, and then Courtney does the same. I have already told you that I have Ezekiel's credit card, and I think Ariel has Edric's, as they have told us to buy whatever we want. So we are going to buy whatever catches our eyes, and you are going to do the same with this. By saying this, Courtney shows me the black card Gabriel has given me to use. But how did you find this card? I remember correctly that I have refused to use his money without any reason and has given the card back to him. I let out in frustration, but the two only laugh at me. I know that, and that's why your mate has asked me to take this card from him, because you won't be using this card by yourself. Courtney replies with a smirk. I will not talk to him for going behind my back. I have my own savings and I want to spend that money. But no, he has to do whatever he wants. I mumble to myself, but I think others hear me because Ariel puts her hand on my shoulder with a gentle smile. Gabriel knows well that you have your own saving and he doesn't need to give you money. But you need to understand his point of view too, dear. He earns money for his family. So if you don't spend this money, then what is the meaning of him working? He just wants you to use his money to do shopping. It's not like you always come to shopping, so I think it's all right to spend his money from time to time. You can keep your savings for the future, or you can use them in buying something for him. Ariel lets out, and I realize that she is correct. So I give her a small smile with a head nod before turning to Courtney, who is still holding the black card. I take the card from her with a sigh and tells them that today's lunch will be my treat. I pick out some cute dresses and skirts as well as baby clothes. As I don't know the gender yet, I have bought unisex clothes, so we pay for the clothes, and then Courtney drags us to Victoria's Secret, much to my horror. You still behaves like a newly mated, who blushes whenever someone talks about intimacy between you and your mate. Ariel comments while Courtney giggles at the background. You are so gross. Come on, let's get out of here. I tell her and go out of the shop without waiting for them to follow me. I keep looking at different things around the mall, not noticing that Ariel and Courtney are not with me. Suddenly, my phone rings, making me look at it to see that it's Courtney who is calling me. Where the hell are you? She screams, making me wince. My ears are absolutely fine, so you don't need to scream. I reply with an eye roll. I have asked you something, so kindly answer me that. She hisses, making me frown. I am near the pet store. Why are you sounding so angry? I ask, looking at the cute kittens through the glass. Gabriel has instructed me not to leave you alone because someone can harm you. So I got scared when neither I nor Courtney find you. You wait in front of the pet store. We will be there in a minute. This time it's Ariel who replies and cuts the call. I sigh and turn around because I know I can't the kittens home. After 4 or 5 minutes later, both ladies reach near me while panting heavily. I give them the water bottle from my bag, which they drink very fast. Did you guys run here? I ask curiously. You are so genius, Courtney comments sarcastically, making me pout. Now let's go to the food cart. I am starving after 3 hours of shopping, and I am sure my grandchild is also hungry. Right? Ariel asks, in which I nod my head repeatedly. If I remember correctly, you have told me to shop, and also as a werewolf, you guys should have more stamina, so it doesn't make sense why you are so hungry. I reply while folding my hands in front of my chest. We go to the nearest food cart to have some food. Upon arriving at the nearest food cart, we order stir-fried Thai veg noodles, chicken peri-peri, sweet potato egg wrap before taking a seat in the available table. I don't realize that I am so hungry till the hot and yummy-looking dishes served to us. I instantly dig in my plate of food and savor the taste of spicy egg wraps, which are the best. Now look who is eating the food like a pig, Courtney remarks with a teasing smile. Shut up and eat your own food, I reply after swallowing the bite. You really eat like a pig, Ariel says with a giggle, making us laugh. No, I am not piggy. I fake pout at her. What are we doing after this? Courtney asks while wiping her hands with a tissue. Why don't we go to watch a movie? Ariel suggests, which I think is a good idea. That will be great. Let me pay and then we will go. I reply and drink some water. After paying for the food, we walk towards the elevator to get to the floor where the theater is situated. When we reach the 5th floor, the elevator stops, so we get out. But I need to use the washroom, so I ask them to get the ticket for the movie they want to watch, Madison's POV. When we come back from the mall and get inside the mansion, I stop in the midway, seeing who is standing in the living room. Instantly, I want to retreat back, not wanting to face the monster of my dream. But before I can do that, another person appears in my sight, which makes me happy. Without thinking much, I hurry towards her and engulf her in a much-needed hug. I have missed you so much, Naomi, I tell her, but get shocked when she pushes me away from her, not caring that I am pregnant. Thankfully, Ariel catches me before I can hit the ground. What's wrong with you? Can't you see she is pregnant? Courtney remarks angrily from the side. You shut up and don't tell me how to treat a whore like her. Naomi remarks, making my eyes widen hearing her choice of word. What did you just call me? I ask in complete disbelief. I called you a whore, a big fat lying whore who is trying to take my baby away from me. Naomi replies, giving me a disgusting look. Why are you talking to me like this? I am your sister. I let out while tears falls from my eyes. Sister? Are you fucking out of your mind? A weakling like you can never be my sister. I should have seen your true colors from the start when my friends used to tell me that all your innocence is just an act to lure men towards you. She retorts, Babe, calm down. It's not good for your and our pup's health. Alpha Nicholas says, which takes me by surprise. Pup, are you pregnant? I ask, feeling happy that finally she is getting the happiness she has been wanting to have for so long. Yes, I am pregnant. Not only that, but I also know the truth behind your surrogacy, which never happened, because you forced my mate to sleep with you, she accuses while her mate smirk at me. Are you done? The strong voice of my mate drifts away from behind us. So I look behind to see that he is indeed standing there. But when he notices my tear-stained face, he rushes near me before taking me in his arms. How shameless you are, Madison. First, you fucked my mate, and now you're fucking the Alpha King, too. I tightly hold Gabriel, feeling hurtful hearing Naomi's words. If you don't want to lose your tongue, then I will suggest you keep your mouth shut, Luna Naomi. Gabriel threatens, looking at Naomi with golden eyes, which means Cyrus is present, too. I am not lying, Alpha King. I have proof against us, which Naomi doesn't get to complete her sentence because Ariel slaps her hard, making me gasp. How dare you say so bad things about my daughter? Do you even understand what her position is right now? She might used to be a member of your pack, but now she is the Luna Queen of werewolves. So don't you dare to insult her. Ariel growls, making Naomi flinch. I am sure that the proof you are talking about is provided by none other than your mate. Then let me enlighten you from my side. He also showed me a scene where he and my mate is having sex willingly. I also got furious like you and misbehaved with my mate, but after that I got to know the truth, which is that your mate is the one who forced my mate using Alpha Voice to have sex with him. Gabriel explains, glaring at now scared-looking Alpha Nicholas. You are lying. My mate can never cheat on me, Naomi retorts confidently. Then how about you ask your mate? Ezekiel remarks, coming there. I don't need to ask anyone anything because I know who is right and who is wrong, Naomi replies arrogantly. Really? Okay, fine. I think I have to start explaining everything, Ezekiel says and signals someone to come inside. Suddenly, Mrs. Pamela walks inside, making me confused yet happy. I try to go near her, but Gabriel doesn't let me go. I look at him to see that he is glaring at Mrs. Pamela, who is looking at us with horrific expression. So, Mrs. Pamela, are you going to explain everything, or I am doing it? Ezekiel asks, but Mrs. Pamela doesn't speak. Speak the truth, Gabriel orders in his Alpha King's voice, making Mrs. Pamela tremble. Why are you yelling at my mom? Naomi asks. Stop yelling, Ariel snaps at her. I never liked the attention Aurora used to get from Jacob because I was in love with him, but he never acknowledged me because he was blindly in love with her. That's why when they died, I decided to take revenge on their beloved daughter. I started to pretend to care for her, and when she turned 18, I told Nicholas to have sex with her. Mrs. Pamela explains, making me feel like throwing up. I knew that Madison would never agree with, and that's why I asked Nicholas to use his alpha voice. Not only that, I was the one who told him to threaten her that if she opened her mouth, then he would kill me. My plan worked because I knew she would never let anyone harm me. I start to feel numb the more she keeps explaining. Gabriel's POV. I knew that Madison would never agree with, and that's why I asked Nicholas to use his alpha voice. Not only that, I was the one who told him to threaten her that if she opened her mouth, then he would kill me. My plan worked because I knew she would never let anyone harm me. I clenched my fist tightly from keeping me from punching the old hag. "Mom, what are you saying?" Luna Naomi exclaims with horror. "I am sorry, baby. I was blinded by jealousy and rage that I didn't notice I was destroying your life too." Mrs. Pamela replies, looking at her daughter with sorrow-filled eyes, "But I don't have any sympathy for a person like her. Now, I hope you have all the answers to your questions, so I want you to ask forgiveness from my mate." I order Naomi, who lowers her head while crying silently. Suddenly, Madison faints in my arms, making me worried. "Madison, hey, open your eyes." I let out while tapping her on the cheek, but then I realize that her whole body is burning in fever. Without wasting any time, I pick her up in my arms and ask Ezekiel to drive the car. I put her in the back seat of the car and cover her body with a spare blanket I keep in the car. After getting beside her, I dial Dr. Lily's number because I don't trust anyone. Upon reaching the hospital, I hurriedly get inside with her in my arms and find Evelyn waiting for me outside with our trusted doctor. "Doctor, I want your best team to treat her ASAP," I order after putting her on a stretcher. "Don't worry, sir. We will be doing our best to provide her with the best facilities. But to do that, I have to take her inside the examination room. So kindly wait here." I go to protest that I am not leaving her, but Ezekiel stops me, shaking her head. "Calm down, bro. Madison is a fighter, and she will be all right," Ezekiel says. I mind-link Dad and asking him to put Nicholas along with Mrs. Pamela in the dungeon because I have to punish them. Just because of them, my mate is again in the hospital. I don't know when her suffering will end. Suddenly, the door opens and Dr. Likey comes out of the room, making me rush towards her. "How is Madison doing?" I ask. Like I have assumed, Luna Queen has fainted due to sudden shock. However, she is still unconscious, but don't worry, I have given her medicine so she will be up in an hour or two. You can go inside Alpha King, but remember not to disturb her. Whenever she wakes up, please don't forget to inform me. Dr. Lily answers, making me sigh in relief. I thank her and get inside the room before closing the door. I sit beside Madison and take her left hand in mine. I caress the back of her hand with my thumb while looking at her sleeping form. I have never thought that there would be a day when I have to see her in this state. She is my salvation, and I will be damned if something happens to her. Dr. Lily has told me that you are fine, but I don't have the heart to believe her, darling. So please wake up, sweetheart, and look at me with your mesmerizing brown eyes, because only then I will believe that you are completely fine and healthy. My existence is nothing without you because you're the only one who completes me. Before you come into my life, there was nothing precious in my life except my status and my business. I let out, holding back my tears. You have proved me wrong in every step and made me understand that money can only bring temporary happiness in anyone's life but cannot bring permanent happiness that you have brought in my life. So you need to wake up from your sleep, and if you don't, then I will surely get angry with you. A lone tear trailed down my cheeks, but I don't wipe it because I am not going to hide my feelings from her anymore. Despite not wanting to love her, unknowingly, I have fallen in love with her. Soon, my eyelids start to feel heavy, and before I know it, I fall asleep while holding Madison's hand. I don't know how long I have slept, because in the middle of my sleep, I feel her trembling before she starts mumbling up some incoherent words, while tears streaming down her face. I try to wake her up, but that only makes her panic more. "What's wrong, darling? Are you not feeling well? Is our baby okay?" I ask, putting my palm on the baby bump. Suddenly, her eyes snap open before they settle on me. Tears start to fall from the corner of her eyes, which I wipe tenderly. Why Mrs. Pamela try to finish my life? I have always looked at her like a daughter, then why she thought so bad for me? She asks, whimpering loudly. Because she doesn't have a golden heart like you, my love. I let out. Can I ask for something? She says. Of course, baby, you don't have to ask me for anything, just order me. I reply, kissing the back of her hand. Then don't punish them. She answers, making me stiffen. Are you hearing yourself? You are telling me to spare the people who are responsible for your suffering. You're sorry, but I cannot do that. I tell her. For the first time, I am asking something from you. Please, Gabriel, let them go. Naomi is pregnant, and I know how it feels to be alone in this situation. That's why I am asking you to listen to me. She pleads, making me sigh in annoyance. I can't believe I have to let them go, but I also can't make my pregnant mate unhappy by not agreeing with her. As you wish, my queen, I tell her while pecking her on the lips, Madison's POV, although I am extremely hurt, which can't be expressed in words, but that doesn't mean I want Mrs. Pamela to get punished. She may have never thought of me as her daughter, but for me, she will always be a mother. Gabriel has ordered Alpha Nicholas to leave the territory of the royal pack with his mate and mother-in-law, also told him not to come back here because if he does, then he has to lose his title and pack as well as his life. Ariel has become a lot more protective of me in these days, saying she doesn't believe anyone who can take care of me. She has even prevented Gabriel to sleep with me because he will do some funny business which can cause harm to her grandchild. Although Gabriel whines like a baby, and I also want to reject the offer, but it seems she is hella serious about her decision. At the end, I am very happy that I don't have to lie to anyone and can proudly care for my pup. When Dr. Lilly asked me if I want to know the gender of the baby, in which I told him that I want to wait till I give birth, but I am still sure that the baby is a girl. I have also thought of some cute, adorable names for my baby girl, and right now, I am waiting for Gabriel to come home so that I can tell him about the names. Your daddy is taking so long to come back from his office. Today, you and I will not talk to him. I complain while running my palm on the baby bump, which has grown a little over the time. You can get angry at me, but I am sure my princess won't be angry on her daddy, right? I hear a voice from behind, but I don't turn around. Princess is also angry with Daddy. She has told me that she will not angry with him. I reply stubbornly. Suddenly, 2 strong hands wrap around my waist till they reach the baby bump. Why are you so angry, my love? Gabriel asks. You told me in the morning that you would come back soon, but it's now 8:30, so I have the right to be angry. I reply, folding my hands across my chest. I haven't gone to the company for so many days, and that's why it took me longer than expected to complete half of the workload. But now I am back and will spend the whole night with my babies, he remarks, making me giggle. Your 2 babies? I let out, feeling amused. Of course, my 2 babies. One is here in my arms, and another one is growing here securely. He replies and turned me around before getting on his knees to kiss the baby bump. I love you, princess. He whispers to the baby bump, which brings tears to my eyes, but I don't let them fall because I don't want to ruin this precious moment with unwanted tears. Princess loves her daddy too. I let out, making him look at me with adoring eyes. I have never thought my mate will accept my baby, which is not his blood, but he has proved me wrong. That has made me happier than ever. Now I have to say that Reese was correct from the start. She always told me that our mate would accept us no matter what. And that's what's happening right now, Gabriel's POV. I am trying to complete most of my workload before the birth of our pup. Yes, our means mine and Madison's pup. It doesn't matter if the pup won't have my blood in her or him, because for me, it's always going to be the most precious person in the world. The pup is an innocent being, so how can I blame him or her? Also, I love Madison, so anything related to her will always be loved and adored by me. Madison is sure that the pup is a girl, and I can't argue with her because I think the same as her. Although she wants to keep the gender of the baby a secret, but I am having a hard time sticking to this plan because I can't wait that much longer. Can I come inside? Merrick's voice breaks me away from my thoughts. I look up to see that he is standing at the doorway of my cabin. Of course, come inside, I tell him. How is Mia doing? I ask after he sits down across from me. She is doing wonderful, but I think Andrew is having a hard time cooperating with her. He replies, looking amused. Why is that? I let out. He keeps saying that our daughter is getting too big for him liking. He feels like she will be 18 before we know it. This time I'm the one who laughs aloud, because seriously, my brother is a piece of idiot. By the way, I am here to inform you about the poison, he says after some time. What have you learned? I ask, getting all serious. There are a total of 3 types of toxic chemicals mixed in that poison. First, we have Kyle. Stretching is a highly toxic, colorless, bitter, crystalline alkaloid used as a pesticide, particularly for killing small vertebrates such as birds and rodents. Secondly, we have sodium cyanide, which stops the inability of cells to use oxygen, particularly in the brain and heart, is rapidly lethal to warm-blooded animals. Lastly, we have compound 1080, which is one of those most widely used and often causes animals to have muscle spasms and seizures for up to a day or more before death. He explains, making me clench my fist in anger. So, at the end, you are saying that they have mixed 3 most lethal chemicals which can affect any type of animals. Although we are human, but that doesn't make us any less than human because our real habitat is wolf. I let out, punching the desk. I am telling you, whoever is behind this is a genius, so we can't take them for granted. He says, making me nod my head, Reese's POV. I am very happy to feel loved and cherished by everyone around me, especially by my mate Cyrus, who has been on his best behavior after learning the truth about the pup. He has even accepted my pup as his own, like his human side, Gabriel. From the very start, I have been dreaming of having a loving mate, but after the sexual abuse both Madison and I had to face, have me doubt my dream of being fulfilled. Still, I have never let my hope die, and in the end, my dream becomes the reality of my life. Currently, I am resting in the garden. In my real form means in the wolf form. Ariel and Courtney are talking among themselves about some show they have watched. I am trying to be as comfortable as I can with my huge belly, but still, nothing is helping. The pup has started to move around quite a lot nowadays, especially when her daddy is near her or puts his hands over the bump. I am sure she will start kicking very soon the way she moves around. Madison's body is very weak to carry an alpha's child, and that's why I have decided to let her rest for a few hours. She keeps getting bad dreams about our mate being in a horrible accident, and that has taken a toll on her health, which is not good for the pup. Cyrus and Gabriel both have tried their best to make her understand that everything is all right, but she doesn't seem to believe any one of them. That's why I have taken over completely, so that she can rest properly. Suddenly, I feel a nudge against my bump from inside, making me excited. Instantly, I stand up in my legs and let out a happy howl, which makes Ariel along with Courtney run towards me. What's wrong, Reese? Why are you howling? Courtney asks worriedly. I am completely fine, Courtney. I am howling because my pup has kicked for the first time. I reply through the mind link. Really? Courtney asks excitedly, in which I nod my wolf head. What are you both talking about? Ariel asks. Reese just told me that the baby has kicked for the first time. Courtney replies, clapping her hands. Wow, let me feel her too. Ariel remarks and looks at me for permission because we werewolves are very possessive over our offspring. Sure, Ariel. I reply through the mind link. She puts her hand over my fur-covered baby bump and let out a gasp when the pup kicks again over her palm. Reese's POV. Why have you asked me to come home early, Mom? Gabriel asks, rushing into the garden, but when he's settled on me, he looks confused. Don't look at her and go near her. Ariel remarks, making Gabriel look at her with annoyance. Mom, can't I at least stare at my mate? He asks while Courtney snickers from the side. Reese, I am done with this dumb son of mine. Courtney and I are going inside the mansion. By saying this, Ariel and Courtney both leaves from there. Gabriel shakes his head and walks near me before sitting down beside me on the grass. He runs his fingers through my fur, making me purr happily. But then I remember about the baby kicking, so I nudge my snout on his hand, and thankfully he understands what I am trying to do. I take a hold of his hand with my canines and roll over my back so that he can put his hand over my belly, which he does. Instantly, the baby kicks, making his eyes widen. Did our baby just kick? He asks, looking surprised. Yes, she did, I reply through the mind link. Oh, moon goddess, today is such a big day. He exclaims with such delight that he starts to jump around the garden, making me giggle through the mind link. Cyrus wants to take over and spend time with you, he says after some time. I want that too, I reply. Cyrus's POV. I quickly take over and change into my wolf form. I trot towards my beautiful mate who is resting on the grass. The pregnancy glows suit her so much, and her wolf form matches with my own perfectly. While I am a black wolf, she is a white wolf, which is very rare to find, but I think I am a lucky one to have a white wolf as a mate. I put my muzzle on her belly and feel her shudder, making me smirk, but soon my smirk turns into a full-blown smile when I feel a strong kick from the pup. I lick the bump, trying to kiss the pup, which I know is ridiculous, but I can't wait to have her in my arms. Why are you licking the bump? Reese asks through the mind link. I am kissing our pup, I reply, making her giggle in the mind link. You are so silly, Cyrus. You can't kiss her like this. She answers, making me groan. Fine, I understand, but still I'm going to stay like this for a long time. I let her know. As you wish, mate, she replies sweetly. Darling, can I ask you something? I let out after some time. Sure, she replies, putting her paw over my head. Have you forgiven me completely for the way I treated you and Madison in the start? I finally asked the question, which has revolved around my mind for so many days. Frankly speaking, both me and Madison were extremely afraid of you at first, but when we noticed the change in you after you learned the truth, we decided to give you a chance. Thankfully, you haven't blown up your chance, she replies, making me sigh in relief. I am promising you and Madison that I won't do the mistake of not believing you again. Also, I will protect our pup with all my might. I tell her, Madison's POV. Something is going on with Gabriel and his group. I mean Andrew, Ezekiel, Edric, Merrick. They are behaving quite suspicious for some days, but I don't want to assume anything which can lead to dampen my mood. I think Ariel and Courtney also know what's going on, but both of them are adamant to share anything with me. That's why I have decided not to ask anything and enjoy my time with baby Mia, who is really a real-life doll for me. She has pretty sea-green eyes, which makes her look more adorable, and her chubby cheeks have me squishing her whenever I get any chance. But the most funny thing happens when I try to put her in Gabriel's arms, who looks like he is going to have a panic attack. I vividly remember the first day Andrew and Merrick brought baby Mia home, while all of the family members took turns to hold her, but Gabriel kept backing away. So I stubbornly put her in his arms, and oh my God! He didn't even move an inch from his place for straight 2 minutes before Andrew took his daughter back. Till that day, everyone keeps making fun of Gabriel. But I have to admit that I am the one who mostly does the teasing, because not every day you get to make fun of the Alpha King. I can't wait to see how he will react when our baby will be here. I doubt he will even touch her on her first few days of here, in fear of harming her. However, Cyrus is a different case. He is not a bit afraid when it comes to baby Mia. In fact, Mia likes to lie down with Cyrus in his wolf form. I believe she thinks of Cyrus' wolf form as a stuffed animal, but I haven't told this to my furry mate, or he can get offended. What are you eating? Ezekiel asks, looking at the French fries in my hands. French fries, I reply, putting another fry in my mouth. I can see that, but why are you dipping them into honey? He asks, making a funny face, which makes me think I have done something wrong. I am sorry, I won't eat them again. I let out with a sniffle, trying not to cry. Hey, don't cry, baby sis, he says, looking panicked, but the harm is already done. The river has already started to flow out of my eyes. What have you done to my mate? Gabriel asks, rushing towards me. I haven't done anything, man. I just asked her why she was eating French fries with honey. Ezekiel replies, which only makes me cry harder. He made an expression of disgust, as if I was something bad. I wail, looking at my mate, pouting my lips, who wipes my tears. Oh, my baby, don't cry, okay? You can eat whatever you want. You don't have to listen to anyone, Gabriel says, kissing me on the forehead. But isn't it a bad combination? Ezekiel remarks, which again make me cry. Shut the fuck up, bro, Gabriel replies angrily. Don't swear in front of the pup. The lie, I retort, dipping the fries into honey before taking a bite out of it. Gabriel's POV. Some people feel that no one can match them because they have more money than others. But they should not forget that power and money does not always support because it stays with those who appreciate it. Whatever I am today, it is because of my own hard work. That's why I value money. Yes, it is true that I also sometimes let people down, but I do this only for the correct identification of the people. Most of the people talk to me because of my money and status, want to come in my good list, and because of this reason, I don't like to talk to unknown people. Right now, I'm in Australia because of a business deal. But there is another important reason for me to come here. I have worked with many Australian companies in the past, but after today's deal, my investment will become the heftiest till now. Also, my dear friend Alpha Matthew will get the shock of his life when he will be learning my position in his biggest rival company. He may be my friend, but his arrogance is something I can't handle. So it's time for him to understand that there is someone who can easily beat him in cracking deals. Not only that, I have learned about his involvement with the hunters. So let's show him what happened who mess with me. Good afternoon, gentlemen. I would like you all to meet Mr. Gabriel Knight, who is interested in investing in our company. Mr. Green, the CEO of the company, says while motioning towards me. Thank you for welcoming me here and also for accepting my offer. I reply with a blank look. I am not here for chit-chat, so what's the point of talking about useless things? After that, we start discussing about the sector where I will be investing my money and how much. Some of the men look at me with wide eyes because they can't believe that I am willing to invest such a big amount of money. However, I am not paying them much attention because I am waiting for the one particular person who is late like always. I look at my wristwatch and notice that Matthew is half an hour late in coming here. Hello, everyone. How are you all doing? I hear Matthew's voice, so I look up to see that not only he, but also his mate is also here. Mr. Adams, you should know not to be late to business meetings, and on top of that, you bring your mate along too. May I know why is that? I ask, not caring that I'm kind of insulting him in front of everyone. Gabriel? What are you doing here? He asks, looking shocked. It's Mr. Knight for you, because right now we are in a business meeting, and to answer your question, why don't you ask Mr. Green what I am doing here? I retort. Mr. Knight is the new investor of our company. Not only this, his investment is so big that 70% of our company has come under him. Mr. Green informs with a big smile on his face. But poor Matthew is having a hard time in believing if he is hearing correctly or not. But I told you earlier that I'm going to invest in your company so that there won't be any rivalry between us. Then how can you betray me? Matthew yells. Don't raise your voice at me, Mr. Adams. It's my company, so I can make any decision I think will help my company. Also, the board of directors doesn't have any problem with my decision, so why are you getting so angry? I smirk hearing Mr. Green's reply. If you're going to accept his offer, then why did you ask us to come here in the first place? Sienna, Matthew's mate, asks, looking livid. I didn't ask you to come here, Mrs. Adams. Mr. Green replies in a professional tone, which I really like. Don't talk to my mate this way. She is my partner in business, so she has the right to be here with me. Matthew retorts. Mr. Green, if you don't mind, can we complete the procedure of signing the papers because I have to leave in an hour? I remark, and with that being said, no one interrupts the meeting anymore. After 20 minutes, I am already walking out of the hotel with my bodyguards following behind me. I don't even wait for Matthew, who has asked me to talk to him personally, because I don't have time to spare on someone who is not valuable to me. Gabriel, wait. I roll my eyes but turn around to face the owner of the voice, who is none other than Matthew. What do you want? I ask rudely. How can you betray me in my own country? Who do you think you are? He lets out as if I will get scared seeing him angry. This may be your country, but Mr. Green's company is not yours. Also, where I want to invest is none of your business. So from next time, don't you dare to raise your voice at me. I threaten, keeping my calm. Would you have done it if Ezekiel had been in my place? He asks. There is a difference between fake friends and real friends. I hope you understand both of your importance in my life, so don't try to compare yourself with him. I reply and walk out of there, not waiting for any unnecessary chatting. Madison's POV. What's wrong, dear? Edric asks, sitting beside me on the couch. Why have Gabriel gone to Australia? I ask. Hasn't he told you already? He asks back. He did, but I am sure he is not telling the complete truth, I reply, making him sigh. You are the Luna Queen, so you have all the rights to know what's going on around the pack. But you need to remember that you are carrying a little life inside you, and that's why we're not telling you everything. Just know that when the right time comes, Gabriel will let you know everything. He says gently while I try not to freak out just thinking something bad happening to anyone. Edric, I have a feeling that something bad is going to happen soon. I don't know what it is, but I don't want it to happen. Please tell everyone to keep their eyes on their surroundings. I reply, putting my hands on my growing bump. You don't worry. I will share your message with everyone. But right now I want to ask you something else, he says excitedly. What is it? I ask. I was talking to Ariel the other day, and we have come to a conclusion that you along with our grandchild need to have a special day. So we both want to take you out of the mansion and let you decide wherever you want to go. My face breaks out into a huge smile that I contain my excitement and hug him as nicely as I can with the baby bump. Really? Then when are we going? I ask, clasping my hands in my lap. Tomorrow, so make a list where you want to go and what you want to do. He replies, flicking my forehead, making me whine. Why do you do that always? I ask, pouting at him. Because I love to see your angry face, he remarks, chuckling. Just then his phone rings, so he excuses himself and leaves from there. I also decide to go to the garden so that I can enjoy some fresh air. But my decision turns out bad when snow starts to fall, making me hurry inside. I walk upstairs with difficulty, but somehow reach my room. I look at the unmade bed with a sigh and start arranging the bedsheet along with pillows. I try to mind link Gabriel because it's been one day since I have talked to him, but find his link off. I know that Edric has assured me that they are handling everything, but still my heart is telling me that something is surely not right. The pup is also not kicking, which is so unusual because she doesn't like to stay still in a place, but today she seems to be too quiet, as if she is also feeling the same as me. Gabriel's POV. I have been in Australia for nearly 1 week along with Andrew. The evidence I need against Alpha Matthew has been already collected, but there is a lot more to do yet. That's why we're still stuck here. Yesterday I got a call from Dad where he explained that Madison is worrying about my sudden departure to Australia. Not only that, she was also having bad thoughts, as if something disastrous is going to happen. I really didn't want to leave her there, but I couldn't take her with me. She and our pup needs the most rest at this point, so I have to think about that too. Their well-being is my utmost priority, and I am not going to take any risk. It's not like I'm not going to back them. I just need a little more time to find something that can help me find the person who is behind the blunder. There are a lot of surprise attacks on several packs where the attackers have used the poison, and we still don't have an antidote to destroy the poison. That's why I can't stay still till I find the solution to this problem. I am the Alpha King, and I must protect my people at any cost. Right now, I am on my way to Alpha Matthew's pack, because today I am going to interrogate him. Andrew and some of the royal warriors are also with me. Soon, the car stops in front of the pack house, and I can feel the anxiety coming in strong waves from the pack members, as they didn't have any idea about my arrival. I think someone mind-link Matthew because he rushes out of the pack house along with his mate, and let me tell you, they are smelling of weed and sex, which is not accepted from an Alpha and Luna. I clear my throat, shaking my head, not looking at Luna Sienna, who is only wearing a short robe. Babe, go inside and wear something else. Alpha Matthew tells his mate, who shot him a glare in response, but walk inside. Gabriel, what a pleasant surprise. He lets out, making me raise my eyebrow at him. You are very badly educated, Alpha Matthew. It's not Gabriel, it's Alpha King to you. Please keep it, remember, or I won't be this polite next time. I remark, looking harshly at him, making him gulp. Now, if you are done here, then I would like to go into your office because we have a lot to discuss. I order, and without waiting for his reply, I walk inside. Gabriel's POV. What do you want to discuss? Matthew asks scaredly, which is completely different from the man who was yelling at me a few days ago. I don't like to talk about unnecessary things, so I will directly come to the main point. I reply, leaning against the chair. Andrew hands me a file which I put on the desk and signal Matthew to take it. He starts reading the papers one by one, and sweats start to roll down his face, making me smirk. What are these? Matthew, looking lost. Enough evidence against you to prove that you are a traitor to your own people. Andrew remarks, glaring at Matthew, who shrinks lower in his chair. So, are you going to tell the truth, or... I let out, looking at the fucker. I don't know what you're talking about, Matthew replies, trying not to look scared. Then I think I don't have any other choice left. I let out with a sigh and get up from the chair before walking towards him. Without him noticing, I take hold of his right hand and in a second break all of his fingers, making him scream aloud. But Andrew shoves a handful of papers in his mouth so that no one will hear his unnecessary scream. You will only speak if you agree to tell me the truth, or you will suffer my wrath silently. I threaten, taking hold of his other hand, but he shakes his head desperately, trying to get free himself. Decide what you want. Will you tell me the truth? I ask, in which he nods his head quickly. Now speak, I order, signaling Andrew to take out the papers. There is a person who is trying to finish the werewolves, but before you ask, I haven't met him directly. I have only met a couple of hunters who are working for him. They have given me $20 million to share information about my neighboring packs so that they can attack them and take control of the packs. Matthew explains, making my eyes turn golden because Cyrus wants to take control and kill the fucker. But I hold him back because now we can't lose control. Then why is he sparing you? Andrew asks. Because of my mate, who is the daughter of the leader of the hunter group. Matthew replies, making me understand why he was looking so scared of his mate earlier. Seize the pack house so that no one can get out and arrest Luna Sienna. I order the warriors who have come with us. Madison's POV. What does Gabriel think of himself? Here I was dying in tension hearing about that something is going on, and he did not even call me still. Although I don't want to be angry with him, but still, he can at least call like a normal person. But right now I am not going to think about him because Ariel and Edric have asked me to get ready, because we are going out for dinner. So I will just enjoy without thinking about any tension. I walk towards my bedroom and go inside the closet to choose something to wear. After looking at the clothes for a few minutes, I select a button-down tunic, which is made of soft denim chambray and has a button front placket, empire waist, and button cuffs. Then I pick white high-rise ankle skinny jeans to go with the tunic. After putting on the outfit, I start doing my makeup. Although I am not a big fan of makeup, but I think a little makeup will look good on me. So I put a little bit of foundation and concealer to hide the little blemishes I have on my face. Then I start doing my eye makeup, which I have decided to keep very simple, with a gold brownish eyeshadow on the lids and a single coat of mascara on the lashes. After that, I apply a peach color glossy lipstick on my lips before curling the ends of my long hair to complete the look. Then I wear long zircon butterfly fringe back-hanging earrings, which is also the only accessories I will be wearing tonight. After that, I put on my blue denim pointy-toe lace-up boots and walk out of the closet. I take my purse before putting some necessary things inside and walk out of the room to go downstairs. You are looking very gorgeous, Maddie baby, Ariel comments just as I reach the living room. Thank you. You are looking as beautiful as always. I reply, smiling at her. I think we should leave if we want to eat in peace. Edric says, in which both Ariel and I nod our head. Edric opens the car door for us and then gets into the driver's seat while we get into the passenger seats. I smile looking at Ariel before fastening my seatbelt for safety measures. The car starts moving, and soon we suppress the main gate of the mansion's gate. I look out of the window, feeling good to be out of the house. It's not like I am a prisoner in there, but learning about the unknown enemy has put a big amount of weight on my shoulders. Nearly 20 minutes later, the car stops in front of a small but cozy-looking restaurant. I have to admit that I am in complete awe of the beauty in front of me. Edric gets out of the car first, before opening my side of the door, which makes me a little confused, but then he signals towards some people who are holding cameras and seems to be taking our pictures. Immediately, I understand that these people must be from news agencies, and I have to play the role of a strict Luna Queen. So I take the outstretched hand of my father-in-law and get out of the car with a small smile. We don't make eye contact with the photographers and walk inside the restaurant together, making sure to look like we didn't even see them. I sigh in relief when we finally reach a private booth. I take a seat across from Edric while Ariel chooses to sit beside me. I really hate them. Ariel complains. I agree with you on that. I tell her, in which she glares at the photographers who are trying to get a glance of us from the glass windows. Ariel, my sweetness, a elder but beautiful lady says, coming towards our booth. Grandma, Kitty, Ariel exclaims loudly while clapping her hands with a bright smile on her face. Hush, girlie, it's Katie, not Kitty, the lady remarks with a scowl on her face, but it's clearly fake, seeing the way she is smiling too. That I know, but I am still going to call whatever I want. By the way, look, I have brought Madison with me, Ariel says, pointing at me. Hello, Luna Queen. Well, I am Catherine, in short Katie, and the owner of this restaurant, Katie says, bowing her head a little. It's nice to meet you, and please don't bow your head to me. You are my elder, so you shouldn't do such a thing, I tell her with a genuine smile. My, what a gem you are. We are surely lucky to have you as our new queen, she says excitedly before turning to look at Edric, who is busy looking at the menu. Why do you always look at the menu when you and Ariel will get the same pizzas like always? This time it's me who starts giggling. I am just observing if you by any chance have added something new. Edric replies, trying to look unbothered. So, have you found something new? Katie asks with a mischievous smile. No, bring the usual one. 1 medium stuffed pizza for Sarah and 1 large barbecue chicken pizza for me. Edric replies, Told you. Now, what will you be eating, darling? Katie asks, looking at me. I will have a medium pepperoni pizza, I answer. The order will be done in 15 minutes. Till then, enjoy the special juice of this restaurant. By saying this, Katie disappeared from the site while I look through the juice sections of the menu. By the way, what is a stuffed pizza? I ask Ariel after taking a few sips of my juice. Stuffed pizza is topped with a generous amount of cheese and various other ingredients, such as vegetables and crumbled sausages. The next thing that goes on top is another thin layer of dough, usually with slits cut into it so that it lets moisture out while it cooks. Edric explains like a master chef, making me think if knows cooking or just reciting the recipe. I know how to cook. I am originally from Italy, so cooking is in my blood. He remarks as if already knows what's going on in my mind. Finally, the pizzas are brought to us, and let me tell you one thing. They smell so good that I can eat them every day. Then I start eating mine, and oh my God, it's just so delicious. Can we come here more often? I ask, gulping down the bite. I come here with Edric twice per week. Ariel replies smugly. That's great. I beam at her before taking another big bite. After that, none of us said anything, instead enjoy our dinner there, but I have gotten a feeling as if someone is looking at us. So I look around but don't find anyone suspicious, so I don't duel with the matter. After paying for the food and bidding goodbye to Katie, we get out of there. However, when we get near the car, suddenly some reporters surround us while the flashes of cameras nearly blinds us. I nearly have a heart attack seeing so many people around me, so I clutch Ariel tightly. Immediately, Edric growls, looking at them before pushing them away from us, and help us to get inside the car. He then gets into the driver's seat before driving the car at full speed, leaving the reporters with their mouths hang open. Gabriel's POV. Madison is in the hospital because of those damn photographers who didn't even acknowledge the fact that she is pregnant and start taking her picture without her consent. I am so going to destroy each of their careers so badly that their next generation will curse them for crossing path with me. After learning about Madison's sudden hospital admit, I can't keep my calm, and that's why I am leaving for Toronto right now. I have asked Andrew to take care of Matthew and his mate. The jet is already waiting to take off, so as soon as I get settled down, the pilot starts the journey. Although Dad assured me that everything is all right, but still my mind is telling me to be with my wife. If someone is trying to end the werewolves, then they can harm my family too, which I will not let happen. I will remove anyone from this earth who even tries to get close to harm my loved ones. I have to increase the security around the pack territory and the training among the warriors. Also, it's better if I don't let the she-wolves and the pups to go out alone. It's not that the she-wolves can't protect themselves, because in our pack, everyone gets training. But still, I don't want to take any risk with my pack members' safety. After nearly 19 long hours of journey, I reach Toronto. I directly go to the hospital where thankfully I find Mom talking to the nurse. Upon seeing me, she rushes near me before giving me a tight hug. I hug her back, feeling relieved to be back home. "Where is Madison?" I ask. "She is resting inside. Dr. Lily has given her some medicine which made her sleepy. You can go inside, though." Mom replies, in which I nod my head. I walk inside the room where I find my beautiful mate sleeping on the small hospital bed with an IV attached to her left hand. I sit beside the bed in the chair and take her right hand in mine. "I shouldn't have left you alone, baby. Whenever I am not with you, it seems harm hurry towards you. And that's why I have decided that I am not leaving you anymore." I tell her sleeping form before kissing the back of her hand. Then I put my hand on her baby bump where our pup is resting, and instantly a small kick being delivered on my hand, making me chuckle. I am sure that this pup will be a naughty little nugget. "I am sorry, baby. Daddy has taken a very long time to be back, and look what those bad people have done to your mommy. But don't worry, now I am back, and both of us will protect mommy from any harm. Right, princess?" I let out and greet by another kick, as if the pup is agreeing with me. Madison's POV. All the anger that I was feeling earlier has now completely disappeared, seeing that Gabriel is safe and with me in our mansion. I am not letting him go anytime soon, and our princess is also agreeing with me, because she has also missed her daddy very much. As of right now, both of us are cuddling in the big king-sized bed. Gabriel is lying in the middle of the bed while I am lying on his right side with his hand around my shoulder. However, both of us are fully naked. Not that we are having sex or anything else. We just want to feel each other skin to skin. It doesn't matter what he has done at the start of our relationship, because what matters is the current state of his presence in my life. He is the constant that I have always needed in my life, but didn't have any idea about it. However, now that I have him with me, I feel like nothing can harm me anymore, because he is like my safety blanket who is always there to protect me. "What are you thinking, baby?" he asks while playing with my hair and successfully breaking me away from my thoughts. "I am thinking about how much my life has changed after meeting you," I reply, putting my chin on his chest so that I can look at his mesmerizing blue eyes. This line should be said by me because you're the one who has brought numerous amazing changes in my life. He remarks, kissing me on the tip of my nose, which brings a smile to my face. "Like what?" I ask. "Like I smile more, which used to be a rather non-existing thing. Also, I value family time more than before." He replies, and anyone can see the truth by just looking at his eyes. Ouch! I hold my stomach when a sudden kick is delivered by none other than our naughty pup. "What's wrong?" he asks worriedly. "Your daughter is being mean to me." I whine while rubbing the spot where the baby has kicked. "Hey, don't say anything about my precious daughter." He replies while getting on his knees so that he can face my bulging stomach. "Princess, it's Daddy here. Why are you kicking Mommy so much? It hurts her, although it makes me happy knowing that you are developing well in your safety cocoon. I can't wait to meet you." He lets out before peppering the baby bump with small kisses, making me giggle. "If you keep giving her so many kisses, then she will keep kicking me from inside just to feel your touch. You know right how much she loves to listen to your voice, don't you?" I ask, raising an eyebrow at him, in which he glares at me playfully. "Then I will just kiss her, Mommy." He doesn't even let me reply and locks his lips with mine. Gabriel's POV. I have promised to take Madison to the shopping mall to buy whatever she wants for the pup. I am not sure if our prediction is correct about having a baby girl, but I don't have the heart to break my mate's heart by saying that we should buy clothes for boys and girls. "Are you deaf?" I hear from the side. So I look at the source of voice and notice Ezekiel standing there looking all smug. "What happened?" I ask, not knowing what he is talking about. "You tell me what happened, because I am calling out to you for so long, and only you know what you're thinking so deep." He replies, making me roll my eyes. "Did you just roll your eyes?" He exclaims loudly, making me wince before I hit the back of his head. "What the fuck is wrong with you, man? First, you said that I am deaf, and now you're talking about me rolling eyes. Do you have anything important to tell me, or are you just going to waste my time?" I ask, glaring at him. "Gabriel, stop scolding my big brother." Madison lets out, walking towards us. "Yes, tell him, lil sis, that he shouldn't scold me like I am not his best friend." Ezekiel is going behind my mate, who is now glaring at me. "Babe, this idiot is the one who is talking nonsense things, so he deserves to be scolded." I reply, folding my hands in front of my chest. "I am sure that you are scolding him without any reason." My mouth agape, seeing that my mate is bluntly taking the side of my friend, who wiggles his eyebrows at me. "If you don't want to be thrown out of your own house, then stop wiggling your eyebrows. You look like a clown." I turn my head around to see that Courtney walking inside the mansion, looking extremely angry. "Aha! Now I understand why you are here so early in the morning." I let out, looking at Ezekiel, who is trying hard not to make eye contact with his mate. "I will talk to you later, because right now I need to talk to my best friend." Courtney remarks, going towards Madison, who looks happy to see her friend here. "Courtney, what a pleasant surprise!" Madison exclaims with excitement before going to hug her friend. "Can we go somewhere quiet where I don't have to look at someone else?" Courtney asks, looking at Madison, while giving a stink eye to Ezekiel, making me laugh. But when three of them look at me, I quickly put my hand over my mouth. Okay, let's go to the movie room because that room is empty." Madison replies, and the two ladies leave from there. Madison's POV. "What happened, Courtney? Why are you looking so mad?" I ask my friend, who is pacing back and forth in front of me. "I can't believe Ezekiel is hiding something from me," she replies, throwing her hands up in the air. "Ha! Hiding something from you, but what is it?" I ask. "Madison, if I would have known, then why would I be angry with him?" she remarks, which makes correct sense. "That's right, but still I think you should ask him directly." I advise, but all she does is roll her eyes at me. "Don't you think I have already done that? I have asked him numerous times, but he doesn't even reply to me in yes or no. Now, you tell me, am I doing wrong by being angry with him?" She asks, in which I shake my head. "Let's go shopping." I tell her, wanting to change the topic because right now she won't listen to me if I try to make her understand anything. "Aren't you going with Gabriel?" she asks. "Right now, my friend need me most," I tell her. "By the way, you are looking like a diva," she comments after giving me a quick hug, making me chuckle. "Thank you, and you are looking very pretty as well," I reply while pinching her cheeks softly. "We should meet often, because I miss your company," she complains with a pout. "That can be arranged, sweetie. We can do sleepovers at my place whenever you want," I smile, making her squeal. "Okay then, it's final. I am staying at your place for these 2 days. We are going to have so much fun, and to do that, we need to buy a lot of things. Let's go to the mall, or we will be late." By saying this, she tugs me out of the movie room and to her car, making me giggle at the silly girl. I have already mind-linked Gabriel about my departure with Courtney so that he can manage Ezekiel. We get inside Courtney's car to go to a mall named Westfield Center. I usually like to shop there because it's not very crowded all the time. It takes us 30 minutes to reach there before we make our way inside the mall. We directly head towards the Zara store, where I can get affordable and good quality clothes. I pick out a few crop top, jeans, shorts, skirts, dresses, and of course my all-time favorite rompers. After paying for the clothes, we head out to the Adidas shop as Courtney needs to buy some shoes for her. She buys 3 pairs of sneakers before we decide to eat something at the food stalls. While I order avocado egg rolls with pineapple banana smoothie, she gets steak and shake chili with Pepsi. We talk about various things like her upcoming marriage, my business, etc., but when she asks me about my plan to get married is the time I don't know how to answer her